Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Geek Out Review Dragon Quest, the adventure of Dai. As usual, I'm Alex, and I am joined by Felipe Macedo. How you doing, Felipe?
Yeah, good, good. This week we had a lot of great surprises, great news, something called Xbox Series X,
Yes.
Series X, Series S, and PS5.
God, it's confusing sometimes to tell them. Just
Yeah,
when
yeah.
when you try to make them in one sentence, like Xbox X and S, it's like blah, 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 blah. But yeah, man, totally agree with you. It's for me. I know you're waiting a little bit for your PlayStation, but for me it was the week. I called it the week of miracle. Basically, I got my PlayStation 5. I am very happy with it, and I've watched this episode of Dragon Quest on my PlayStation 5. So that was
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that
nice.
was cool. That was cool. Like on my brand new TV, brand new console, all the jizz, a brand new episode of Dragon Quest. So this week it was episode 7. So if you missed last week episode, basically we did episode 5 and 6 together. Because the previous week we had a scheduling conflict. But this week, episode 7 called. Hold on a second. I had the page open and I think I closed it. I just want to go for the title. I think it's Mom Resolve, something like that.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Hold on. I got it right here. Just a quick second. Yes, Mom's Turmoil. Sorry, not Resolve, Turmoil. Yes. So last week, episode Die and Pop arrive in a kind of forest, and we are introduced one to Crocodile and two to Mom. Mom, who will be the third member of that group for the future. So this week, really nice. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna bring you back, Felipe, a little bit.
hmm
But I'm gonna start because I really, really, really enjoyed uh, the episode this week. It was a slower pace episode, no big fight, no bombarding
True.
effect. It was a really, really slow episode, but it touched me on many, many levels. I think the pacing was good. We said it for the last two episodes that they really getting like the pacing
True.
right. And I think this week was another great example. Basically, we start the episode quickly. We finish the fight with Crocodile.
Yeah.
He got a little bit. He got a bit surprised by Dice power and the fact that Mom neutralized his weapon, so he
hmm
kind of ran off, which is good. And we got introduced to one of my favorite character, one of my favorite villain of the whole series. It's the mage Zabea, whatever his name. He's just
Okay.
a creepy old man who's gonna do shenanigans until the end of the saga, and is one of my favorite character. And then we skip basically to the village story, and then we have like the ending of the episode. So again, I think the pacing was really, really good. But yeah, this episode touched me on many, many levels. I liked it. Like it's
Okay.
not as powerful
hmm
as last week episode,
Yeah.
but it's up there. Like
But I think it was important.
oh yeah. In terms of storytelling, lore building, world building, learning a little bit more about the backstory of Avon. We've met one of his previous companion.
Yeah.
Basically, with him there was a mage and a kind of another fighter when he went, and these two person got married, and they are Mom's parent.
Yeah.
So moms come from a good lineage of hero and rightful
That's true.
person, and it
Yeah.
shows in this episode. From the beginning, we see Mom, like Pop is panicking, Dai is unconscious, and Mom is just stone cold in control. She knows what she's doing. Hey,
hmm
like she take control of the group. Hey, Pop, put magic in this. He'll die.
True.
Like she took control of the scene so fast and so well. I felt in love with Mom. right away. Like
Yeah.
if I didn't knew that character from the manga, like
Uh-huh.
I would be like, oh my god, she's best girl. Like so far, she's best girl.
Yeah,
She's awesome.
yeah, yeah. She's basically like the head of the team, like the mind of the team. Like she's
Yes.
like a very good strategist. Like, okay, you should do this. No, you should do this. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe because she was trained by Avan, like she was little. We see that
Hmm.
in the episode,
Yeah.
but she has like a really good knowledge about tactics and how to put to act during a fight.
Yeah, exactly. Before we get a little bit more in details with moms and the backstory, tell me I went a little bit further ahead, but tell me your general idea of this episode this week. What did it do for you?
Okay. All right. So there are. I'm gonna divide the episodes into parts. One that I didn't like it, one that and the one that I like it.
Sure, go ahead.
The part that I didn't quite like it, it's just it was like the fight against Crocodile.
Yeah,
That it was like, okay, from the last episode we had this like hook
yeah,
for the next episode for this episode, and it was and for this episode it was finished so fast
yeah,
that I was like, hey guys, you could put that in the previous episode, you know?
yeah.
Like you didn't have to for us to wait for the next episode if it was going to end this quick, you know?
Yeah, exactly. No, I know exactly what you mean. It was a beam for me too. Going into this episode, basically, I think the everything that come after is so great that
Yes.
I kind of forgot
Okay.
the beginning of this episode. But yeah, totally agree with you. It was what I think less than five, even
Yes.
like in the first 4 minutes of the show, Crocodile is gone and we are
Yeah.
moving on. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But that was like a little bit anticlimax to me, you know.
Hmm.
Like I was like, really, like you could put this in the last episode, but that's okay. But I really like the rest of the episode, just like you said, like because you not only know about more about Mom's origin, like we knew about Avan a little more, like how was Avan when he was younger, like with that big hair and stuff
Yes,
like that, you
yes.
know. And it was like really nice to. It's really nice to see a little bit more of Avan past, like during all the story we're gonna see that actually like more about Avan,
Yeah.
and maybe because of that we are getting more attached to him, and it's really nice. I didn't remember that Moms was the daughter of Avan's companions,
Yeah, me neither.
you
I
know.
totally forget that. Yeah.
I couldn't remember that, and I couldn't even remember that mage that
Yeah, the old
appeared
man.
not the old man, but the one that you really liked, that it was in the Monster Island.
Oh, yes, yeah.
One, yeah, I didn't even remember that guy
Okay, okay,
because
you're talking about the villain as Zambuza
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I didn't remember him because the ones that I remember is the Dragon Knight,
Yes.
Hyunkao, Crocodile. There was the guy that is like half ice and
Half
half.
fire and half
Yeah, yeah,
ice,
yeah.
yes.
That one is like one of the greatest characters,
Yes.
on one of the greatest
Oh, yeah,
villains.
he's gonna be so to see on full
Yeah,
HD.
yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be a good one.
But
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
but
go
that
ahead.
guy, I remember others that I don't want to say right now, but I couldn't remember that guy. But anyway, so it's really nice to see how Avan was important to Mom, and how Dai didn't want to tell the people that the hero was dead, you know, because that could create a turmoil.
Yeah.
People would be in despair, and I think that Dai because either because uh, he's a kid and does he he kind of doesn't know how to say that kind of stuff. That is just because he's a kid,
Hmm.
but also, and one of the consequences of that of not saying is like, hey, okay, we are the disciples of Avan, and Avan is doing good. He's just doing the same. So hey guys, rest assured that everyone is doing his best. You
Yeah.
know. So that was okay. And then mom she discovered when that talks about Avant to the mage of the
Yeah.
village, and it was a really good episode. I mean, it's not just because I didn't like the first part, like the rest of the fight with Crocodile. It's not that I didn't like it. I really liked the episode, but about Crocodile, we see more about that samurai spirit that we talked about it the last episode. So it was really nice to see like, hey, I wanted to fight fair and square, you know.
Yeah.
And by the way,
Hmm.
when you sorry about that, but
No, go ahead.
uh, the one thing that you're talking about, and I remember, thank God I remember because I want to talk about you. I want to talk with you about that. Is that mom is so smart, and when she asked Pop to use the ice spell
Yeah.
to froze
The
crocodile
axe.
eggs, fuck, it was so smart. I
Yeah.
I didn't remember that. It was so awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that is smart, you know?
That is probably the only reason why that intro with Crocodile, I find it, although it's short and it kind, like you said, anticlimactic,
Yeah,
especially for the end of the last episode. But
sure.
like, I think this scene is so powerful, like I
Yeah.
said, because it introduced, like, the whole episode is fucking amazing because they introduce mom, they show her character, they show her motivation,
Hmm.
they show what's blocking her from chasing her dream,
Yeah.
and we see the resolution of that all in one episode. And it's freaking amazing. So like you said, she comes into the fight at the beginning. We saw it at the end of the last episode.
Yeah.
Dai is on the floor. She shoot him. We don't know with what, but she shoot him.
Yeah.
Now we start the episode. Basically, she shot a healing spell on Dai. She asked Pop, "Give me put that magic in that bullet." She is presented, like you said, like a strategic, cold head
Yeah.
woman that knows what she's doing. After
True.
that, we learned that the reason why she's that good,
Hmm.
although she is not a magic user and not a fighter, uh, she's basically a kind of support character.
Yeah.
It's because her parents were the support for
Hmm.
Avan, and
Yeah.
Avan himself gave her that gun, told her how to use it and everything. After that, we learned that basically mom, when Avan left, and her father, I think he died. I think they say it like his father is gone or he
Yeah.
died,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
or
Yeah. Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
basically mom take it on herself to protect the village. So this
Hmm.
is like, she wants to be a hero like her parents was, like Avan was, but she has that sense of duty to protect the village and stay in that village. So when Dai and Pop arrive, saying like, "Hey, we are going into this adventure to save the world, basically do the work that
Hmm.
Avan told us to do." She wants to go. She wants to be part of it, but at the
Yeah.
same time, she's like, "Yeah, but I want to protect the village because I'm the only one who knows how to fight there. It's mostly young kid and old people."
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Because the rest of the men they were in the castle.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I like what you what you brought to the table a bit earlier about Die and Pop not telling anyone that Avant is dead, actually even lying, saying like, "Oh no, he's all right, he's fine, he's goofing
True.
around somewhere." Um, but I love that scene when like you have Pop and Die sitting on a hill with mom happily going back to the village, and they are smiling, and then they frown, and they
Yeah.
are like, "Man, we cannot keep this up," basically. And Dai is like, "You know what, fuck that, I'm gonna go to the village, I'm gonna go ask the mage to train me because Avan is not there anymore." So he explained it to the old man. Mom sees it, and this is where I love like the building of the episode, because
Yeah.
like you said, maybe it wasn't such a good idea to keep it a secret. Maybe it was another bad idea to go tell the old man that Avan was dead.
Hmm.
But it gave everybody in the village, instead of what Dai and Pop were afraid of, that everybody would panic, instead everybody in the village came together and say, okay, like these are the new heroes. Mom needs to go with them.
Yeah.
We are now taking care of our own
Hmm.
in face of missing a hero. So
True.
I loved like everything in this episode was so touching, so well written. Um, just give me one quick second. Hold on. I'm receiving notification and it's bothering me.
Okay.
Gonna close that. Okay, sorry about that. My bad. I'm back. So yeah, so again, I think what they did with Mom, instead of taking many episodes to show us our motivation, our power, our cold mind, everything, they did it in one episode, but they did it so well all the way through. And I want to give a big special mention in this episode for the music. So far, the music is good, but nothing really grabbed me or nothing was extraordinary. In this episode, many times throughout the episode, we have that little soft piano, like nothing else, just a little piano playing, a little bit Breath of the Wild
Yeah.
kind of music. Like it
Hmm.
comes in softly and goes back, and you barely notice it, but it follow those scene, like those emotional scene. It follows
True.
it so well throughout the episode. I am impressed. I think we were happy, you and me, for the first 5 6 episodes, because there were a lot of action. Everything was moving
Sure.
fast. Everything was bombarding and very colorful and everything. But this episode, like, I think cement for me the fact that, oh, I really want to watch this show outside of my love for Dragon Quest. Like, this episode for me was a great anime episode. Like, every category included. Like, I could put this episode in Avatar: The Last Airbender or in Full Metal Alchemist, and it would be a great episode. So I think
Yeah.
we are on the right track if they keep this up.
No, yeah, I totally agree with you, but because this episode it was more sentimental.
Yeah,
Like it was basically like we are getting to know mom,
yeah, exactly.
like how she is, who she is, what is her origin, what she's doing right now, what she wants to do, like what she's look like, what she's like, what she can do, what she can't do, like the really healing spells and stuff
Yeah,
like that. And it's like how she's handling that she know the Avan's dead, and it was like a really emotional episode for I think to everyone know about Mom because we had 6 episodes centering in Dai, centering in Pop,
yeah,
how they were handling the Avan's death. But now it was basically just one episode for you to get to know and to get attached to Mom,
yeah,
and
exactly.
it
And I
was really
loved it.
good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
loved
it
it.
was really good because, of course, we know that Dragon Quest is like it's an anime fighting based on an RPG, but not necessarily we have to have every episode
No,
fight. We don't
exactly.
have to. We don't have to have that all the time. It's good when you take the episode to explain something, and that something. This episode was about mom and why she decided to join them, and it was really good.
Yes, and I want to finish with the last scene because I think it was really well made. Basically, the scene, basically, the village comes around, Die and Pup to wish them happy travel. They give them a little bit, and they
Hmm.
gave them a map and say
Yeah.
like, follow that map and you will go to your next
Hmm.
destination. And
Sure.
they go alone, basically, leaving mom in the village because they didn't see her that morning before
Hmm.
leaving.
Sure.
And then you have all the village coming together, telling mom, you gotta go. We are able to take care of yourself. Even the old man is like, I'm still young enough to kick those ass. And you have the
Yeah.
young kid saying, hey, we're gonna grow up to help the village.
Hmm. Yeah.
So mom is going. You have Die and Pop on top of a hill, lost again. Even with the map, Die is like
Yeah.
turning the map
Yeah. They
upside
don't
down.
know how to read the map.
Exactly. And then you hear the voice of mom in their back. And I love this scene because you have mom coming and Dai is turning around, Pop also. And Dai immediately is like, oh, this is good for you, Pop. Because
Yeah.
Dai is catched that Pop got a kick for mom.
True.
Uh, and I love that mom is coming up, basically just, hey, I'm coming with you, we're all friends together. And then immediately is like, okay, this is the way, follow me, we're going that. So what we said, like the fact that she's gonna come into this group and basically be not the leader, but she even says that she's like, hey, you know what? I've been a student of Avant from older for longer, so I'm your elder. So
Yes.
let me help you, let me guide you into
True.
this adventure. So I loved it. Like at the end of the episode, I was like, yes, I love mom. I want more of her. I know everything I need to know about her. Now I want to see where she's gonna go
Hmm.
for the rest of the story. It was really, really cool, really emotional every way. It was a fun episode. It was a sad episode. It was uh, an episode that gave us story about Avon, story
True.
about his companion,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
about the world in general.
Hmm.
We learned a little bit more because we didn't talk about a lot, but we learned a little bit more about the structure and the different role of the different character in the evil army.
True.
So yeah, all around, this episode was just great anime and great
Yes.
writing
True.
all around. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. Any last word?
No, I just agree with you with every word that you said. It was a really good episode, and uh, we knew a little more about the villains,
Yes.
like how they are structured. So it was really nice to see that too. And the next episode, it promises to be like more packed with action,
Yes,
at least
because
from
we're gonna
the
get
preview scenes.
yeah,
And
basically we're gonna see in the next episode the result of that shenanigan that
yeah,
Zabuza and Crocodile are gonna do together.
yeah,
So
yeah, exactly.
yeah, it's gonna be. I think they made the perfect choice of having a soft episode between like two blocks of
True.
pure action because I think that once we're gonna get in the city, we're gonna have a little bit more action packed
Yeah.
episode coming one after the other.
Hmm.
So I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
Felipe,
me too.
thank you very much for being with
Uh,
me every week watching this
Thank you, man.
show. Appreciate it. To everybody
Thank
at
you.
home, if you like what we do, please subscribe. The show is coming up every Monday on YouTube. Look for the Geek Ride. If you want to follow me on Twitter at SoSchwank. If you want to follow Felipe, it's at Macedo Felipe on Twitter. Guys, I thank you very much. We'll see you both next week. Ciao.
See you. Ciao.